Hello, everybody, and I think we are live.
Hi.
Give it a couple of seconds. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to catch up there, but I believe we are live now. So
Yep.
I have the wonderful Sarah, who is a great friend of mine, and she is from this channel right here, SL Wyman'S Rockin' Writing. So I'll be showing this several times for you to like and subscribe for her channel. So she would love the support everything of you guys. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to do the hellos and then we'll set the itinerary and we'll go from there with the questions. If you do have a question, you can go ahead and put that in the chat. I will try to catch it. I can catch it better if you put it in emojis and caps for me. Okay, so let's go from there. Let's say hello.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? It's great to be here. Good to see everyone. Thank you, Scott, for having me on again. I'm sure we're going to have a great time.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And we have Jackie Jacaranda is here.
Super mod. Hi, Jackie.
The super mod, yes. And Natalie is here. Hi, Natalie.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see, I think Michelle was next. Hey, Michelle Peterson, how are you?
Michelle.
Wendy is here. Hello, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
And let me see if I can switch over. If you're new here, I do look down from time to time to keep up with the chat because it goes a little bit faster down here on YouTube, so I'm not looking away from Sarah or anybody else. So just to let you guys know that. Let me see if we missed anybody. Viviani is here. Hey, Viviani.
Hi.
Lisa Rhodes.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa. And I think I can switch over here so I can start putting those comments on screen for you. Got Silver 1111. Hello.
Hi,
thank
Silver.
you. And thank you for your donation that you did yesterday. And you will be one of the first for your questions, as Viviani and Michelle will be as well. And Kat, if she comes in. We got all these wonderful donations in the past couple of days. So we're going to do your questions first. So make sure you put your questions in there so we can get you in first, okay? And Jackie can see us both. And Mara is here. Hi, Mara.
Hi, Mara.
I love her little picture thing there. That is so pretty. I love colors.
Of course.
Of course. MJ's here. Hey, MJ. Welcome.
Hello, MJ. How cute. How cute that picture is. Like...
All right. Give me 1 second. Gina here. As somebody said hi, Gina. Gina is here. Hey, Gina. Welcome, welcome.
Hello,
Gina is from across the pond, Sarah, as like Jackie.
So awesome.
Yes.
Oh, it's so cool when you get people coming in from somewhere else. You know, it's a wonderful thing about today's tech. You can meet people from so many places.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And we got Jackie Jacaranda. Not what am I talking about? Sharon Sipe. Sorry about that, Sharon. I saw where she was saying hi to Jackie, and I scrolled out. All right. Teresa is here. The greeter and hugger is her other name. So
hi,
hello.
Teresa. So good to see you.
And let's see if we have anybody else or if I got everybody. Mega's here. Hey, Mega. Welcome back.
Hi, Mega.
And okay, so we're going to just go through. Oh, Tracy's here. Hey, Tracy.
Hello, Tracy.
All right, let me just make sure. There's a crone in the house. Uh-oh.
Hi,
Sarah,
Nancy.
I think you know this crone.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Lots of good trouble over there.
Yes, lots of love from the crone. All right. You're welcome, Teresa. And I think we are good. I don't think I missed anybody. If so, I apologize. Don't mean to do that. But we must have a few lurkers because we have 18 people in here. That's awesome. And I know that's probably because, wrong way. String goes backwards. Look who we have. We have the wonderful Sarah. So Sarah's going to do readings with me today. So make sure you get those questions in with the caps and emojis. You don't have to pick any decks today. You don't have to pick any subjects today. We're just going to read from the cards that we have, if that's okay with you guys. Okay. So we have time for about 8 questions, just because they'll take longer. So we're going to go to 8 and then do the waiting list like usual. Okay. And we'll just go over the itinerary. Let me see. Jackie, I'm sure in the mods, please put Sarah's channel in there.
Much appreciated, and be happy to have any of you guys stop by anytime.
You're welcome. Yeah, we need to get your numbers up so you can get your community tab, because it is fun. It's awesome to have that. So we're going to get you yours too. All right, and we're just going to be chatting for the first 30 minutes like usual, and I'll be taking the questions down as well. Not talking this morning, Tana. Okay, no problem. I'm just so glad you're here. Thank you, Tana, for letting me know that you're here. I hope you're all right. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so there is a few. Well, yeah, I already went over that. Scrolled out. All right. We are going in random order. Okay, but I will try to go in order. There are a few that have done donations. If you do want to skip and go to the top, or with the other people who are on the top, you can always use the PayPal and Amazon down below to show your love and support, but it's not required. So just if you want to do that. Okay, and yeah, we'll do the waiting list if there's time. And we want to try to keep it to about an hour and a half today. But we'll see what happens here. I did want to announce, and I'll announce this at the end as well, I'm doing another culling. Okay, so no one knows if someone does not know what that means. I'm going to be selling some decks. So I have way too many decks and way too little money. So that's why I'm going to be doing a culling. I'm going to be doing it tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please be there if you can and support me, because it would really help me financially where I've been out, of work because of my mom's passing. So we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I've got all kinds of decks that just do not call to me at all, and they just sit there. So if I want them again, I'll buy them again. But I have about over 30 that I'm going to be trying to pull. So if you guys want to join me tomorrow at 7, that would be awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we have any questions here. Let me just do some scrolling. I see one, but I want to make sure I kind of go in order here. Sarah, you want to show us your decks you're going to be working with?
Absolutely. I figured simply because, we were going to be handling a bunch of different kinds of questions today, I just picked a couple of decks that are just very neutral, good for just about anything. Just my good old Rider-Waite, oldest deck in my collection, good old bowed, bent broken in, old happy baby there. Hey, sweetie, that's my hubby. Black Wolf is
that your husband?
That's my husband. That's Herb.
I was going to say, we've got a newbie. Yay. All right.
Yes.
Thanks for being here, Herb.
Yep. The other deck I'm going to use is Chair Marchetti's Tarot, Gilded Tarot, which is basically just a very beautiful RWS clone, but I think you guys will really like it.
And that, I was telling her before, the Gilded Royale, which is just the next version, I guess, after that, right, Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, is the one that I learned tarot by. So it's a really beautiful deck. So I'm getting to the questions. I just want to make sure. Any message from my grandmother, Franny. Okay, MJ has the first question here, so we'll start that. And again, it's in random order, guys, so don't think you're being skipped if we go a little out of order here. All right. And then we had a couple other questions. I'm just trying to... Oh, M. Steve's here. Hey, M. Steve, welcome. I've got your comment starred. Wendy, I got you. So we got 3 so far.
Excellent. I'm just glad we have so many people showing up today. It's so good to see everybody.
They're all here to see you, Sarah.
Oh, please.
They are. A lot of people in here compared.
That's very
Okay,
sweet.
Lisa wants a reading as well. Got you, Lisa. Nancy's laundry is backed up, so she'll be lurking.
Of course.
Mara wants to know if anything my guys want me to know. Okay, I got you starred, Mara.
Excellent.
Tracy, I got you starred. And let's see where we're at. That's 6 right there. And my chat just jumped, so give me 1 second. Jesus.
Yeah, that always happens. I've noticed that like every chat you've been in, it keeps it going, but that's a good thing.
Yep.
Just
It'll
means
go
we
to
know
the
a little
bottom and then
bit.
skip all these comments. Is the loveliness of hey, is it Black Wolf?
Black
Welcome,
Wolf,
welcome.
yep, that's my herb.
Oh, that is Herb. I just said hi to him twice. Scrolled out. Scrolled out. Asa's here. Yes, you can ask a question, of course. There's a list. Go ahead and get your question in caps for me, Asa, and I'll put you in, okay? And let's see. No, Natalie, I didn't see yours. Or did I? Let me go back. No, I don't have your question yet, Natalie. Make sure you put that in for me again, if you don't mind. Mega, I got you.
Excellent.
I don't know why I'm not using my stylus pen. It'd be a whole lot easier here. There we go. And hey, Jane, how are you? Jane the Seeker is here.
Yeah, I was wondering if Jane would show up. Hi. Good to see you again.
And Asla, I got you. Thank you for putting in your question. Natalie, if you're putting in yours again, I would appreciate that. Sorry that I missed you, but I am going back. Nah, it's not letting me go back that far. All right. So we'll close the questions after Natalie. And Singing Moon, Angela's here. Hey, Angela. Welcome,
Angela,
welcome.
good to see you.
Hang on 1 second here. And Silver, I got your question.
Thanks.
I thought I already got yours, but no, I didn't.
Feels like the weather's trolling us so bad today too, because it's like it'll go down and show you like soon September 1st hit it, like the temperature dropped and it's like, oh, it's already fall, and then like the last couple
And
days
then
it's gone
no.
back up again. It's like, nope, just kidding.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, Natalie, to retype because I didn't get yours. So we're waiting for you.
Yep.
I can't go back that far. Yeah, so I was like looking for a shirt to wear. I'm like, you know what? It's still technically summer, so I'm going to go out with a summer shirt. Why not go out into
Hey,
fall?
nothing wrong with that. My hubby loves Hawaiian shirts. He lives in
Yeah,
that stuff because it's comfortable, you know?
right.
They really are. And I mean, honestly, if the weather would permit it, I'd be in either t-shirts and jeans or shorts and tank tops all year round. To be honest, I'm definitely a
Me
summer girl.
too. Me too. I like well, I don't like it hot, so anything to make me cooler.
I'm kind of the opposite. Give me warm, but at the same
To be
time, it's like
warm, yeah.
I do like
Lisa's,
my fall too. Fall is beautiful.
yeah, it is. It is, and I'm in the mountains, so I get all the different colored leaves, but they don't stay that way too long. Yeah, Lisa just said it's full moon harvest and storms. Yeah,
Oh, I do. I love storms. Unfortunately, my little kitty does not. She is
yeah,
terrified of big thunder and big storms, and she always either has to come snuggle right up to me or hide under the bed every time that happens.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely,
But you
mine.
got
Mine hasn't. He's only been through one storm, and he didn't freak out too bad. So, Natalie, I got you. You're good to go.
excellent.
All right. So, let's go ahead and take the first question. Give me just a moment. And Jackie, I have 10 people. Is that what you have? I just want to make sure we have the same. Got a couple extra, but that's okay. We will get to them right now. So the first question is, oops, any message from my grandmother, Franny? So MJ, I'm assuming she has passed on. Is that correct? Yes, Silver's already feeling the Mercury retrograde. Thank you again, Silver, for your donation. That was very sweet of you yesterday.
Yeah, I swear. Technology doesn't like me. It's been liking me a lot less because of good old retrograde there.
Steve says he doesn't have the legs for shorts. Okay.
I don't either, but I don't
I don't either.
care.
What
I
was that,
don't.
Sarah?
I said I don't either, but I don't care. They're comfy.
Exactly. And everything is, there should be a banner, but for entertainment purposes only, YouTube.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Gina just posted your channel, Sarah. So thank you, Gina, for doing that.
Thank
Please
you.
like and subscribe to Sarah.
Yes,
All right.
I really appreciate it. I always enjoy having people on the channel talk about lots of fun, nerdy stuff. Not just tarot books, writing. It's all my jam. Shows, pop culture, all of that. I'm all for that. Dungeons and Dragons, you name it.
Awesome. Okay. So I will go first per Sarah's request. We're going to do it that way. So she wants to go second. So I'm going to go first. And let me see what I pull for you, MJ. Any message from grandmother Franny? I'm assuming that she did pass. Yes. He said yes. Or they said yes.
Yes, I'm very sorry for your loss. I lost my grandma earlier this year, too.
Yeah, it's... Yeah. Okay. I'm going to embiggen me here. And so I can show you the cards that I got. MJ, okay? So right away, I'm seeing that she's wanting you to balance things out in your life. She's saying that she's got you. You can see how there's wings right here behind. There's an angel. Can you see that silhouette, MJ, behind this person? And it doesn't matter if they're male or female. I believe this is you. And this is you finding balance in your life. And that angel is your grandmother behind there, orchestrating things and making things. Just call to her and ask. I believe she might be a guardian angel, is what I'm hearing. I believe she is one of your guardian angels. We can have more than one, and I think she is one. Then you got the Six of Pentacles. Just don't forget to make a balance as well. So we got balance. And then the Six of Pentacles, balance in giving and receiving. Make sure that's equal in your life. And then I got, oh, look, she wants you to remember the good times that she had with you. You can see the little boy grows up into the man and has the dog, but this is more, she wants you to remember the good times that you had with her. She's watching out over you always, and just keep balance in your life is what she's saying. And that's what I got. Let me get out of here. And Miss Sarah, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, there we go.
All right, so I have 3 cards here for you. The very first thing that I'm getting right out the gate is she is so proud of you and everything you've accomplished, and she's still smiling and watching down on you. She wants you to get everything you hope and wish for. 9 of Cups. It's like, keep dreaming big. No matter how tough it gets, you'll get there, and I got you back. That's the very first thing that I got right out the gate. And, she sees the struggles. 5 of Cups. It's really hard, especially when you build something and worked really hard, whether it's a relationship or a physical thing. And then either it's not working or something ends or you have to make a change. But she's like, it's okay. You still got the other 2 cups, like over on this side, right? You still got the 2 cups over here. You still have something to look forward to. So if something sets you back, keep moving forward. Find the positive. Find the lessons. Move towards that. Yeah, there's pain. Yeah, there's sadness. It's hard. But she has your back. And she totally has faith in you because look at this King of Wands energy again. That is definitely some powerful charisma, some powerful mojo there. That is all creativity and passion, and you've got a lot to offer. And she really thinks that, you have so many creative gifts, and she just wants to see you share them and get everything that you're, working towards. And she thinks you deserve it, and she wants you to believe you deserve it too. So, I hope that resonated, and hopefully puts a little bit of smile on your face. Remember to think of the good times, okay?
Awesome. And I love how the King of Wands, and you were talking about the passion and creativity, goes with the Temperance card here, where you see the balance of that passion and creativity. So I think that came out in both of our readings. That was awesome.
Hmm.
All right. So let's go ahead and move to the next here. Natalie, thank you for subscribing to Sarah. She just subscribed to you.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Be happy to see you anytime over there.
All right. I'm just looking at the chat to see if there's anything you need to know there. I think we are good. You're welcome, MJ. MJ says thanks. So very welcome. And we have M. Steve up next. All right. Just a general read for the next several days. Okay. Go ahead and get up here. Boom. Next several days, I'm going to do 4 for you. We'll go for that. So, since you said next several days, let's start with today. We'll do Saturday. And you got, the Queen of Swords. So, making sure that you're clear of your intentions, you're clear of the things that you would like to get accomplished, Steve. Setting goals for yourself and holding yourself to those, and standing firm and strong is what I'm getting from the Queen of Swords. And then you got the Two of Wands. You got it reversed. So don't feel like that your plans are not important, because they really are. They're very important. And you need to turn that around so that you can maybe start over with some plans that you have had in the past, and maybe you've scratched it. This is saying that I think that they want you to reevaluate that. Okay, and then the next card, we got the Eight of Cups. So you need to walk away from anything that does not resonate. And this would be, so I didn't tell you the days. So Saturday is the Queen of Swords. Sunday, tomorrow, is the Two of Wands in reverse. Monday, you may need to be walking away from someone or something that no longer resonates. And I'm hearing right away, Steve, that it has something to do with possibly your home or your space around you. It needs to be either redone or uncluttered. Not sure, but that's what I'm hearing for that one. Okay, and then for Tuesday, I got the Eight of Swords. So just don't let fear hold you back, because this is just a fear-based card. If you look, she's looking in the mirror right here, right? She's all tied up, when in reality, she's not. So just make sure that you're not giving into any fears that may occur. You might not, and we've talked about this before in chat, you may not resonate with this right now. That's because in the future. So just keep that in mind. And I think that's what Source wants you to know. So that's what I got. Let me exit out of here. And Miss Sarah, you are up.
All right. All right, and just a very quick jump off of that Eight of Swords, just because I love the Eight of Swords in that deck. I definitely call that the anxiety card, because that's definitely what it is. Definitely your mind being your own worst enemy and things not being as bad as they think you are, and you tying yourself right up in knots about something that really you don't need to. And to kind of jump off of that, I've got what I got. I decided to do 4 as well. Mine are more general vibes for over the next couple of days. First one I've got for you is the Three of Swords reversed. So it might be a tough process that you might be going through, like mentally and or emotionally in the next couple of days, but it's also going to be a bit of a healing one to come out the other side of it. So kind of be watching for that. Take any opportunity to just kind of de-stress when you feel things going bad, when you start to feel overwhelmed. Take a second to take a breath, because you will come out the other end, maybe with some good stories to tell, maybe with a good lesson. Either way, definite healing energy coming. Also, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Sometimes we can feel really stuck, like the wheel is spinning, and sometimes we feel like it gets stuck on a certain part, like it's stalled out. And I'm definitely getting the sense that it can't stay that way forever, because eventually pressure is going to build and it's going to keep moving. So if you feel like you're stuck, you're not as stuck as you think you are. Eventually that wheel is going to keep turning. Just always be aware of the fact that if you're on top, you're going to hit bottom eventually. And likewise, if you're on the bottom, the only place you have to go from there is on the top. So just be aware that fate's going to do what fate's going to do. You're going to wind up with, some ups and downs, but you can and will make it through. Next one you got also in reverse was the King of Cups. And that one for me was pretty simple. It's more about tackling things from a logic point of view rather than an emotional point of view. Not that you shouldn't always honor and, acknowledge your emotions, but maybe on this couple of days when you're making decisions, make sure you acknowledge the emotion and then step back from it. Come into your logic for a little bit and make sure that it's the correct decision before you move forward. But the biggest thing is that you do move forward, because the last card is the Hanged Man in reverse. We need to get whatever energy is stuck, get it unstuck. And the best way to do that is motion. Because we don't want to wind up procrastinating. We don't want to wind up stuck. And that's not going to help any of the whatever situations you're trying to get through for the next couple of days. So that's just kind of some general advice. Maybe help you get through and maybe help you get some things moving. And I hope it helps. Thank you very much for the question. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Sarah. It was awesome. And Lisa said that she said to you and that she loves all the subjects that you were talking about
Cool,
that you do
Lisa.
on your channel.
Cool. Can't wait to see you on there. Hope to see you in the comment section.
And hey, Geek, how are you? Geek Hillbilly is in the house.
No.
You're welcome, MC. He says thank you both. Okay, so we are doing good here.
You're welcome, MC.
Thank you, Gina, for all the information you're putting in there, and Jackie and all the mods. Wendy, if I forgot you, I know you're there.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. We really appreciate you.
Okay, Wendy wants to know what her guides want her to know. So,
right.
Wendy, you are up, and I know you're here. She has some internet issues sometimes, but I'm not going to do a roll call for her because I know she's here or she will be. Give me just a moment here to look at your cards. I'll go ahead and take this off here. All right. All right, so I think your guys want you to know this is the Groovy Weight Tarot, and this is the King of Swords. So I believe that your guides want you to know that intellect and determination and drive are good things. Okay, so being strong in the way that you can be from source is very important for you the next couple of days and the next week. Just maintaining that strength throughout. And then you got the devil. So this is actually one of the coolest devils I've ever seen. But you got this cool devil here. And just keep in mind that you may not know, or there may be somebody that you don't know is struggling with something. That could be an addiction. That could be just their ego, that this is coming in that needs to be cleared out. Okay, so just keep an eye out for that. And then you got an extra card that comes in this deck, and it is Smokey the Bear. And he's all about Mother Earth and Gaia and keeping keeping the earth sacred. So grounding is what I'm hearing. Will be great for you this week. And I've got to do something here because I've always said if we get an extra card when I'm doing your reading, that means. Oh, I just woke the kitty. That's okay because you got the extra card, Wendy, and that means you get a free 30-minute reading with me if you would like. Okay, so congratulations, and I am going to turn this over to Sarah.
All right. Well, hopefully little Sonny won't get up to too much trouble.
He
Congratulations,
just went
Sonny.
back right back to sleep.
Okay. I know he's a little bundle of energy. All
Yep.
right. So, Wendy, when I'm getting just from these three cards, and I'll kind of go into them one by one. Oops. And of course, the one goes flies on the floor. One quick second. I apologize. But when I'm getting, um, is I'm thinking you might be struggling with something right here. Maybe like believing that either you deserve something or maybe something that you're trying to get. Because the first thing that comes up is the Nine of Cups in reverse. And immediately the guys are like, yeah, she doesn't, she's kind of given up on a lot of hopes and dreams and wishes, or at least it seems like maybe she's given up where she shouldn't have because, maybe you thought it was not going as good as what it was, something along those lines. But you got one you think you do because the next part of the world. You guys want nothing but the best for you in the world, and they don't want you to lose hope because the last one is star. Reverse, don't give up. And basically, long story short, what I'm getting here is that old Journey song. Don't stop believing, because this is basically saying don't give up. Whatever it is that you're either have recently kind of thought, maybe I better just not, or if there's something you're thinking of giving up on, whether it's yourself, an idea, a dream, don't. You guys are saying don't do that because you're closer than you think, and it's more attainable than you think. And if you don't think you deserve it, yes, you do. Yes, you do, and you can get there. So, yeah, that's pretty quick, short, and simple, but that's what they wanted me to tell you through the card. So hopefully that helped.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sarah. Cool,
Yep.
cool. So, next question we have here, and Wendy, you're very, very welcome. I'm excited to get to see you face to face finally. So that'll be awesome. Lisa's next. Lisa Rhodes. I'm assuming you're here, but can you give me a thumbs up? Let me know you're here. But this is the question. She wants a reading from her late brother Raymond. And how can I elbow bump, elbow bump, elbow bump help his daughter? Okay. I think I got that. Do you got that, Sarah? Elbow bump. I'm trying to put that into the question. Maybe it's just me. Okay, how can you help his daughter? And this is your niece. All right, got it. Yes, she's here. All right, awesome. Thank you, Lisa. And let me go ahead and put your question down here. A message from your late brother. And I'm sorry about your loss.
Absolutely. My condolences. I can't even imagine.
I know, yeah. It's the same way. All right. So I'm going to use the Talking to Heaven cards for you. Sarah has tarot, so she's going to do the tarot part for you, and I'm going to do this part for you. Okay, so give me 1 second here. All right, Lisa. So this is what he wants you to know. Ooh. Awesome. He's learning over there. I am learning over here. There's a book with all kinds of knowledge coming out. So he's got a lot of knowledge. That's the first card. Okay, so he's learned a lot of things since he's passed, and this just popped up in the middle as a personal. I think to you, it is not your fault. This is also something that you could probably relate to your niece. Okay, it's not your fault because a lot of people take blame. even when they might not say that they do. Oh, if I was there 10 minutes earlier. Oh, if I had done this. Oh, if I had done that. It's not anyone's fault. Okay. And he wants you to know that he's here helping you and your niece as well. So let her know that he is there, he is helping, he's watching, and he's learning so much. And he just wants you to know how much he loves you. And the same to you, Lisa. He misses you all, but he sees you and he's there with you. He doesn't want you to grieve as much as he wants you to move in the right direction, knowing that he is there standing by you. So that's what I got for you. And we'll exit this. And Sarah, if you're ready.
Yes. Okay. So, first one that I got coming up is the Ace of Swords reversed. Now normally, obviously, this would be like thoughts, ideas in the beginning of them, but what I'm getting distinctly with this one is, okay, so you don't have a clue how to help or how to cope with this situation. That's okay, because kids don't come with an instruction manual. So it's okay to not quite exactly have a firm plan for what you're doing. It's okay. You will figure it out. And the next one that I got was the King of Wands. And I'm definitely getting a very, yeah, you know what? I'm going to show you that image because it's pretty. But I'm getting that sense of, you want to be that firm, good presence, but not too stern. You don't want to get overly energetic because then you're going to burn people out, and we'll get more to that. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that, Lisa. That's rough. That really is. But yeah, basically saying don't burn out. Don't, go so hard and heavy. Be a listener, not an authoritarian. That's going to be the biggest key. And the next one, Nice Swords reverse. Again, don't go in with guns blazing. Gentle. The situation is going to call for lots of forethought and gentleness. Don't go in recklessly, but don't expect to have a big plan. So, it's just, and I understand that even as an adult, though, people just we don't come with instruction manuals. So if you don't have a clue what you're doing, that's okay too. And then we have the Sun. It's the last one, which again, in reverse, again, is talking about don't burn yourself out and stress yourself out too much in the attempt to bring a little bit of light and bring a little bit of warmth in the wake of all of this. Just be yourself, be empathetic, listen, offer to help, be there. And that'll go a lot further than you think it will. So I hope it helps. And, my condolences to your whole family. I really hope you guys are able to kind of navigate your way through this. So hopefully you'll be able to find the right words to reach her. So thank you so much for your question.
And, I just wanted to add to that what Sarah said. Lisa, this may be, a situation that needs to go past, psychic readings. This may be at a point where we would advise you that she probably needs to see a therapist if she's not already, and to go down that route to, find out what the next steps will be. But giving her the reassurance that her dad is there with her and cares and does not want her to go down that same path. I think by you telling her that, hey, this is what I hear, this is what I've been hearing, and this is what I know of my brother, and he would say this to you. So I think that would help. But if she needs to get to a therapist, which it sounds like she does, then I would definitely recommend that, and making sure that you work with whoever, is with her or just with her to get to that point. Okay, if she's not already. Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah. Cannot stress that enough, guys. This is not supposed to be medical advice or therapy. This is definitely not a substitute for any of that. If you're going through something really extreme, please, please, please seek professional help, because they are going to be the ones best equipped to help you through situations like that. And lots of love to you. I really hope that you and your family can work your way through this and get her the help she needs and get back on a better path, okay? Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right. Thanks for letting us read for you, Lisa. Appreciate you. And again, sorry about your loss. We sending healing vibes to you as well. So it's not just the daughter or the the children, or it's the sisters and brothers too that go down the grief path with that. So, all right. Next question, Mara. Is Mara still here? Do a little roll call.
Yep.
Mara, if you can just let me know you're here. She wanted anything my guides want me to know, so I have the messages from the guides cards. And then Sarah will be doing the tarot portion, so I got the oracle for you if you're still here, Mara. Let's give her a minute here. Sometimes there's about a 45-second delay. So, sip, sip, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Mara is here. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jackie. Yes, she is here. All right. So here's the messages from your guides. I'll do this first for you. All right. So the first one you got is understand my body. So understand not just what you need to do for physical. We're required to take care of our body physically, but I'm seeing this as more like a soul kind of thing. Take care of your spirit, your soul. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're um, just diving into the things that matter the most. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Be yourself. Yeah, so there's something here with going inward and finding your true self. Ask for guidance. Okay, so this is not something you should be doing alone. Work with someone who is going through the same thing or can, help you as well to, just find. And when I say authenticity, I am going to say authenticity. Find more authenticity. I'm not saying you're not authentic. Being authentic to me is being who you are in your heart, right? And not having those blockages in your heart. So sometimes we have to sit down and say, what is blocking me right now? Because it can be all kinds of things that would be blocking you or might in the future. And you remember this reading and say, oh, now I'm hit my block. Now I know what to do. I need to sit with that, find out, first of all, why you're having that fear. And then second of all, is it true? And more than likely, you're going to get a no. And then that heals it. That heals it, and you're able to release that. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Maura. And I hope that resonated with you. I'm going to can this over to Sarah. Eyes are going crazy here because all these little buttons. Here we go.
Thank you. Okay, so, Meryl, what I have for you, first card, Temperance in reverse. So what I'm getting from that is the guides wanting me to maybe shake things up a little bit, maybe think outside the box just a little bit, obviously take a look at your balance, make sure that you're, getting a good work-life balance going, make sure you're not overstressing yourself or overdoing any one aspect of your life. But at the same time, don't be afraid to look at a little bit of unconventional methods in order to make that happen. One thing that might help is some collaboration, some teamwork, reach out, ask for some help, ask for some guidance, ask for some opinions, and kind of objectively sit back and see if maybe that's going to help you if you're stuck, because I'm getting the impression that you are maybe a little on something, potentially a little stuck. You guys are saying it's going to be okay. Yeah, whatever decision you're having to make, it sounds like it might be like kind of a rock and a hard place kind of decision, potentially. But even though you're sitting here with this two swords, don't be afraid. It's okay. Make your decision. Take a deep breath. Observe the facts. Take the blindfold off. Take your path. And don't be afraid if it's a mistake. Don't be afraid if you make a mistake. Because that's how we learn. You can always course correct later, or you can choose a different path later. There will always be other opportunities. So, if that's maybe the fear that's holding you back from making that decision, just take a deep breath and make the best decision you can, and you will find it's going to be a lot smoother than you think.
Sarah,
Hope
I'm sorry to interrupt you. They're saying that you're a little bit muffled. Is there any way you could turn up your volume a little bit? I
let,
hear it too.
let me see if I can do that real quick.
Now you sound good. So whatever you
Okay.
just did.
Sorry about
Okay.
that.
No, that's okay.
Sorry.
Someone in the chat just said that, so I wanted to make sure it was that they're able to hear you as well. All right,
Yeah,
go right ahead.
not a
Sorry,
problem.
apologies.
Yeah, no, not a problem. Thank you for letting me know. But yeah, basically just to kind of round it out and round it back, if you've got a decision that's tough, like a choice between two decisions, and you're a little afraid to make it, don't be. It's okay. And if you make a mistake, that's okay too. Because that's how we learn. That's how we grow. Just take a deep breath, take off the blindfold, and go ahead and move forward. Make your decision and just move forward from there. And you'll feel a lot better. Even just making that decision sometimes can make you feel a lot better. So I hope that resonates. And thank you guys for letting me know I was a little muffled. I'll try to make sure to speak up from here on out. Okay. Well, thank you. I hope that resonates with you. And thank you for letting us read for you.
Yes, thank you. And yeah, I had heard the muffling, but I was wondering if it was just on my end. But you're good now, and they're saying in chat that you're good as well.
Okay.
Okay, so Asha, welcome. I know you had a question. Unfortunately, we have closed the questions. If you want to hang around to the end, we may have time to pull one card each for you, but that's going to be if we have time. And right now, I'm not sure. So if you want to stick around to the end, we'll ask if anybody wants a question if we have time, because we've been on for about 45 minutes, a little longer. Okay, so the questions are closed. So sorry about that. If you'll like and subscribe, the reason I'm saying that is if you'll subscribe and keep subscribed to me, then and Sarah as well. Make sure you subscribe to Sarah. When we do readings, you'll get a notification. You'll be able to be here in the beginning so that you can get your question in. Okay, but thank you for being here. I hope you stick around.
Absolutely. And if we can, we'll see what we can do at the end. We appreciate you.
Okay, you are muffled again, Sarah.
Sorry
Not sure
about
what
that.
happened there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it's the proximity, the distance thing there.
That it probably is. And I have a tiny voice to begin with. I have to learn to use my big voice, my outside voice when I'm on the screen. Sorry about that.
No problem. All right, let's see. Here we got Tracy Bray. And can I get a message for my mom or grandmother? Whoever has a message for me. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and, per Sarah's request, I'm going to go first. So let's do. Well, that's Sarah. Okay. Hey there. There we go. All right. So, Tracy, I was actually pulled some cards for you already. And it was told to me very clear that this is your grandmother. Okay, so this is your grandmother coming through. Boy, she's coming through with a lot of energy. Did she have a lot of energy? Like, did she just come into a room and just like stir it around and just bring joy and laughter? I'm hearing to other people. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing from you. This, that's what I'm seeing and feeling. By this energy that just came in is definitely your grandmother. All right, so let's take this down so I can read you the cards I got for you. I pulled from messages from your guides. And there we go. And so, message from your grandmother. She wants you to lead by example. Okay, she also wants you to give without expectation. Sometimes that's hard to do. It is for me sometimes as well. But when we give without expectation, then when we do get something, hey, it's unexpected. And that's even more of a surprise. That makes it even better, right? And then she wants you to choose love over fear. So whatever is making you go to a place of fear, might be now, might be later, it might have been in the past. She wants you to change that to love, okay? She wants you to remember how much she loves you. She wants you to remember to. She wants you to remember to have laughter in your life. I'm kind of being overwhelmed with this the amount of love that she has for you is a lot. Okay, so your mother is fine. She's doing well, but your grandmother insisted on coming in at least this portion. I'm not sure what Sarah has, but I definitely have a wonderful grandmother that just seems full of life and energy, and she's just the life of the party. And she's still that, and she's good, she's well, and she wants you to know how much she loves you. Okay, that's what I'm hearing and got from the cards too. So there you go. Let me get me out of here. And there we go.
All right, Tracy. I think this might potentially be from your mom, but you'll probably have to be the better judge of that. But because I'm getting a strong but more quiet energy, potentially this might be her. But let's go ahead with the card. First one I'm getting. Strength. Don't doubt your inner strength. You have more than you think you do.
Hey, Sarah, sorry so much to cut out. You're cutting out again.
Muffle again. All right. I'm getting inner strength. Basically, the don't doubt your inner strength. You have more than you think you do. And when you think you're at the bottom of the well, there's always going to be more there than you think there is. So, no matter how tough it is, don't be afraid because you've got this. And this card was the Eight of Cups reversed. I'm getting sometimes you got to walk away from things that don't necessarily serve you anymore. This is also a cautionary tale of don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, and don't let your emotions lead you to making an impulsive decision to walk away from something before it's really formed. Walk away with an informed decision if you're going to do it. Just saying, maybe think ahead a little bit, take a deep breath before you do it, and then if you still think it's the right decision, whatever this is that you're considering walking away from, then yes, absolutely. If it's after careful consideration, it's not working, then do it. And the last part I got was the Knight of Cups reversed. Basically don't expect kittens and rainbows, because unfortunately that's not kind of how things go. This is basically saying everybody wants the romantic version, but maybe not necessarily what's best in this case. So try not to let an emotional attachment to an idealized version of something stop you from moving forward. Because I'm definitely just getting all that all that they want for you is just for you to be able to move forward in happiness, in peace, and just in that comfort that you feel like you've made a good decision or that you're doing well with your life. But again, like Scott said, definitely lots of love. Whatever you want to do, they're going to be behind you. So don't ever doubt that. And I hope it resonated. And you have a great rest of the day. And thank you so much for letting us read for you.
All right. So, Sarah, I think we're still having problems because I wasn't able to hear. It was very crackly there. And I know you said you had some internet things. Do you want to try going out and coming back in? That might, sometimes that resolves things, sometimes it doesn't. But you want to try that?
Yeah, let me try that real quick. And I will be right back, everybody.
All right. And let me see. Ask the rephrase the question. No, I didn't see that. No, I'll have to go look for it. You're welcome, Lisa. You're welcome, Maura. Tracy, I'm glad it resonated with you. I got Sarah back here. Jackie, do you mind just retyping that? There's kind of a lot going on with us two up here.
I do.
There we go.
I did catch that last little bit that resonated, and I'm so glad it did.
Yep, she said it definitely did. That's cool. All right, give me just a moment here. And I will need that rephrase, Jackie. If you could let Atsa, my tongue's tied. Asta no. That would be great. Here, I'm going to show you this here so that Sarah can see it. Thank you, for Scott, for the message from my grandmother, and thank you, Sarah, for the message from my mom. They both mean the world to me. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
You are very welcome, Tracy. I'm just glad
That makes me happy.
with you. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, let's see who is next here. Mega. Is Mega still here? Is coming towards me. Anything I need to know?
I also tried moving this a little bit closer to me, just for volume purposes. So hopefully
that helps. I can tell you that helps on my end, at least, when you do that.
So Sarah. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Okay, I got the rephrase. Thank you, Jackie. I got it now. All right, so let's go back to the other one. And Mega is here. All right. So you want to know what's coming towards you, anything that you need to know. Oh, perfect. Okay. So what I got for you is from the Whispers of Healing is what was calling for me to read for you, Mega. And let me just take this up so you see the cards. The first one I got is what you need to know is to commit to happiness. Make sure that there's happiness coming through and all the feelings that you're having. Notice I didn't say thoughts because thoughts are very hard to control, but we can control the way we react to things and the way that we see things. So I'm being told that circumstances might not be the way that you want them to be, but your response to them is what matters. So the way that you can get blessings and more blessings into your life is by choosing to be happy no matter what is thrown at you, no matter what comes your way. And then it just goes along like a pretty story here. Nurture yourself, okay? So look at that card, how the mermaid is just laying there taking care of herself. And she's looking out off into the distance, but you can tell that she is so content, right? She's so content. She's so happy. She's brought that happiness in. And then when you're in that state of mind, breathe. Do the breath work. There's all kinds of videos about breath work. I do breath work as well to center me, especially when things are going crazy around me. Sometimes I just have to stop and breathe and do my breathing. And there's some breathing exercises that you can do that will really center you into being into the meditation so that you're into the now instead of the past or the future. Be in the present, and that's what I'm hearing for you. So that's what I got for you. Go back here, and we're going to check in with Sarah.
Okay, so the first card that I have for you is Wheel of Fortune reversed. I'm kind of jumping off the first card that Scott pulled for you. It's very, very much yes, the wheel is going to turn, and you can't always stop the wheel from turning, but you can fight the current, or you can work with it and still make progress. So I'm definitely getting the sense of now is the time to work with the current and not fight against it, because that might not get you where you want to go. The second one I'm getting is the Hierophant in reverse, which is obviously about, teaching and, a lot of tradition, some religious connotations in there, but I'm getting this means more the thinking outside the box. Again, very, very much a, try non-traditional solutions when you're starting work. That might kind of help a little bit. I'm also getting the sense of not only trying non-traditional solutions, but also maybe that now is not so much the time for studying contemplation. Maybe now is the time for a little more action. Maybe that can shape some things loose for you. So something just to be aware of. And of course, Eight of Pentacles, don't forget to put in the hard work. Because yes, change can happen, and sometimes it happens on its own, but sometimes you gotta help it along. So just kind of a little reminder of, never forget the hard work because that is always going to pay off, right? I hope that resonated, and thank you for giving us a read for you.
Thank you, Sarah. And we've tried everything we can. I know a couple of people were still saying you're muffled, but she's pulled up to the internet, and it's probably just the internet. There's something, but I can make out what you were saying. So as long as we can still make out what you're saying, it's okay. So, but thank you in chat for letting me know. But at this point, we're just going to continue because I can still hear. So as long as you guys can still hear what she's talking about, that's good. So we'll just go with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Silver 1111 is next. All right. You're welcome, Mega. Mega says thank you to both.
You're very welcome.
And she said thank you, Sarah. So she heard yours. All right. Perfect. So Silver wants to know, when will I get my rent freeze? Okay. Let me see what I can come out with. Oh, there you are. Hi, Sarah. Let's try this again. There we go. All right. I think I am going to pull out my pendulum. Hold on one moment. Just had to be careful not to break it here. All right, give me one moment to untangle. All right, Silver, will I get my rent freeze? Pendulum, show me a yes, please. We are twisting. All right, and pendulum, show me a no, please. Back and forth. All right. Pendulum, will Silver get the rent freeze? That is a wonky yes, is what I'm getting. So with a wonky yes, I think what it means is that yes, you will, but it might not be right away. I know like unemployment and a lot of things are backed up. I know that personally, and it's really hard to get through to anyone right now who's getting help, and that's just a countrywide thing. I think nationwide, is not on our side right this moment. But keeping things positive, I do think that it is going to happen. And I want to pull an angel answer card for you as well and see what we get there. Just had to mute my mic. I didn't want to cough on you. Didn't want to cough on Sarah. All right, so let's see what this says here. Okay, it says trust. You got the trust card. Okay, so trust that it is going to happen and it will happen is what I'm getting for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so I know that was a little short, but that's the yes and no question, and that's what I got. I think it's going to take a little patience and a little time that it is coming, and I think in the meantime, there's something that is going to work out for you, Silver, so that you will be able to meet your needs. You have a strong community here wrapped around you, so just don't forget that, and don't forget to let people know when you do need something. It's okay to be in need. So I hope that was directed the right way there with the rent freeze. So I think it was, but let me know if that resonated, and we'll go over to Sarah. Let me get you here. There we go.
So what I did, rather than kind of a yes or no, is I kind of pulled more some energies that might help you to, better cultivate a yes as opposed to a no on that. And the first thing I got would be the Five of Wands reversed. I'm going to try talking without the card in front of my mouth and speaking up a little. See if that helps. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear me a little better.
That's better.
Okay. So it was probably the card in front muffling it, but anyway. So what I'm getting is that the best thing is to let the process work. Now, also getting the Knight of Wands. That doesn't mean you rest on your laurels. That means, you get very timely about making sure you fill out all the things you need to because Lady knows bureaucracy moves at the speed of a slug. So, you jump right on it, hurry up and wait kind of situation, but it's best to do that. You hurry up and get the paperwork in. So as long as you're diligent on that and, you keep checking and, make sure that you've got everything filled out properly, let the process work and you will get your answer. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but like Scott said, we've all been there. It's rough for everybody, and you got a lot of people who are hurting right now. So, of course, everything is a little backed up, but I'm getting that just as long as you're patient and follow the process and just let the process work, it's more likely to come out. And I hope it does. I really do. I feel you on that whole situation. So I hope things work out for the best for you. Thank you for letting us read for you, and just best of luck with all of it, and for all of us, really, because I know how tough it is out there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That was a great message, and I heard you loud and clear, Sarah. So hopefully, those in chat
Okay,
can do that as well. Let us know
I
if you
think
can hear Sarah now. I think it's much better. So thank you, Sarah,
yeah,
for whatever you did there.
I think it was partially the cards being in front because I was showing them. So I think I'll just show them and then say what it is and make sure
And
it's
then
speaking
speak.
out. But
Yeah,
plus, I'd move the mic forward a little bit. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I have a tiny little voice to go with my tiny little self. You wouldn't imagine it, but
and it's Mercury retrograde, so I don't think it's your voice. I think it's actually probably the internet being f's with.
the internet doing what it does. Yep.
Doing what it does, yes. Okay, so I hope that resonated silver for you. Thank you so much. I try to be patient, she said. Okay, awesome. Okay. All right, let's see. Hey, Swampy, welcome. Thank you for being here. So this is Athsa's question, even though Jackie's doing the
Oh,
comment there. Okay, so Athsa would like to know how the relationship would go forward with her and Rohit after they recently broke up. He is the love of her life. Okay. I'm going to do Whispers of Love for you, and then Sarah will do some tarot. And this is the oracle portion for you. That wanted to come out for sure. Oh, beautiful messages here. Beautiful messages, Ashley. So, okay, if I take the question down, I can put it back up, Sarah, when you go there if you need it. So just so I could show the cards. So the first card that I got, Asta, get to know each other. So I feel like even though you were together with this person, that you didn't get to know each other inside and out. There was something that one of you or both of you were, I wouldn't say hiding, but holding back, being afraid to give 100%. So make sure that you're doing your part to give that 100%. And I know you probably feel that you do, but make sure, just go into your heart and look at all those areas and be able to share those with this person, or be willing to share them with that person, if this is to get back together with them. And I'm leaning towards yes, but I think you need to do these things in order for it to go the way that you want it to go, Asta. I've got practice compassion, see things from a fresh perspective. Okay, so start in with this just like it's a new relationship and go at it like that is what I've got. And practice compassion with them as well. And just let them know that you're there for them, you care about them, and whether or not it's getting back together, you want to be there and how much you care. Be transparent, be open about the way that you feel. That's what I got. And then the end card was love endures. So that's why I see a very good ending to this, as long as you follow the steps. And it says, love does not give up or lose faith. So you can't give up. You need to keep believing that it can work out. Okay. And then love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Look how what a rocky ocean they're on right there. That is still withstanding. It, it's still straight up. It's still going to get to its destination. It's a rocky point right now where the waves are coming in, and it feels like it's going to be, you know, maybe not what you want it to be. Believe in your heart and just manifest, because if you truly love this person and they truly love you back the same way, then that is something that can be worked out. Okay, so that's what I got for you. And go to Sarah here. Boom.
All right. Hi, Asta. So I've got 3 cards here for you. The first one that I've got is your 6 of Cups reversed. And what I'm seeing from that is, again, going back to what Scott said about treating it like a new relationship. Make sure you're not being blinded by rose-tinted or nostalgic goggles, okay? Go into it with realistic, honest expectations and realistic, honest assessment of what's going on with the situation. Because you don't want to assume that things are going great when they're not. So, you want to make sure you're honestly, objectively interpreting what's going on in the situation. So, make sure you're doing that. The next card is the 10 of Wands. And that one I get don't be afraid of the hard work, because relationships do take work. They take cultivating. But at the same time, make sure you're not the only one carrying the load, because just because you are more than capable of it, which I sense you are, you can handle the tough stuff. You're not afraid of that, and you're more than capable of handling it. But just make sure he is too, because you do not want this to become a one-sided thing. And one person should not be doing all of the work. So just make sure it's as even as it can possibly be. Make sure you're not afraid to kind of ask him to step up a little bit too, if that's something that you feel needs to happen. And for your last card, I got the 7 of Pentacles. I'm going to use some gardening metaphors here, and then I'll clear it up. But basically, it's you don't pick your fruit or pick your crop before it's ripe. You don't try to gather your harvest in before the thing has grown to its full potential. So I'm getting don't put the cart before the horse. Work the relationship. Let it be what it's going to be. And don't be afraid of whatever it turns out to be, because it will be positive. As long as you're both willing to put the work in, and as long as you are both on an equal footing. And if it blossoms into a friendship, a very deep one rather than the other, that's great too, because you don't want to wind up off on bad foot. But if you're looking for it to be something more than that, just don't be pushing things before it's time. It will happen, but it may happen in its own time. So just be realistic about, your time frames and expectations is all I'm getting. But definitely, wish you all the best. Thank you for your question. I hope things go well. I mean, or at least end on a positive note, no matter how it turns out for you, okay? And thank you so much.
All right, awesome. So we have one more here, and it is Natalie. She wants to know, what are my spiritual gifts? All right, so I'll go ahead and go solo here for a second. So, what are my spiritual gifts? So, I was pulled to this oracle, the Sacred Forest, for you, Natalie. I haven't read with anybody with this today, but it just called to me. So, let's see what comes up. What is Natalie's spiritual gifts? Okay, give me just one moment to look at your cards. So the first thing you get, Natalie, is the butterfly spirit. And it's about transformation. So just like the death card, I'm showing that one of your gifts is you are able to transform easily, and that you are required to do that on a daily basis. And I believe we all are. But this is spirit showing you that you need to have that spirit, that is one of your strengths, is to transform and to not get stuck in negative vibration. I see you bounce back very easily. That's a gift. Okay, and then growth. So that just goes right along with it. Like, you are able to grow and to tap into your spiritual side easily. You might not think that, but I believe that this is saying that it's true, that you can tap into that very easily. Again, I'm hearing meditation and breath work for you as well. But that's what I got here. And then you got the Enchanted Fern Grotto, and it's refuge. And look there at the beautiful garden. And I think that what this means is that people feel comfortable coming to you, and you are a refuge for them. And you also need to be a refuge for yourself by taking care of yourself, but also allowing others to come in but not deplete your energy. So you are a refuge, and that's one of your gifts. But along with that gift comes boundaries. Make sure you're not giving too much to where you're depleting yourself, and that you're still giving 100% to yourself, and then you can give to others. But you are a refuge. All right, so that's what I got for you. All right, so let's go back here. Sarah is on.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Natalie. The first card that I got for you is the Three of Wands. I'm getting the sense of you being that type of person that can look to the future, see kind of the possibilities, and make and execute a long-term plan. And let me tell you, as somebody with ADHD who has trouble dealing with things that are not now, that's kind of a superpower in my opinion. That is awesome. So if that is something that you are good at, definitely cultivate it. And if not, it's something that you have the possibility to be good at, is that long-term goal. Here's the goal. Here's the path. I go for it. You definitely have that ability. Speaking of the death card, guess what you got? So yeah, just doubling up on this ability to be able to adapt and transform and figure out what you need to do based on changing situations. And again, as somebody who has trouble because I hyperfocus, again, that's a superpower to me, and that is amazing. And that is definitely going to be a very useful skill, and it is a useful skill because things change all of the time. And I hate change. Tower card is like one of my least favorite cards. I'm terrible at that. So if you can be adaptive, that is amazing. That is a superpower. Go for it. And the last thing that I have for you is the Justice card reversed. You are really good at spotting when a situation is not equitable, when it's not equal, when it's not balanced, and you are really good at writing that and saying, no, wait a minute, this isn't right. We need to make this mess. Well, that's awesome. I did not know that your son has ADHD. Well, cool. Make sure you tell him he has a superpower every day. We need to hear that. Rejection sensitivity is a thing. But anyway, to bring it back and close out the message. Yeah, no, you are really good at finding things and making them balanced and making them fair. So don't ever count that out as not being a gift. These are, you might not see them as necessarily spiritual, more practical, but you know what? They're still useful. They're still a beautiful thing that you can bring to the table. And that is amazing. And I think this ability to change and transform, when you came up twice, that is nothing short of spiritual and miraculous. So I think you've got a lot of great things going for you. So that's what I have. And I really appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing that little bit with us about your son and for letting us read for you. That's great.
Yeah, and Natalie, I think that Sarah was mentioning that you have ADHD as well, or you had it. Is that correct? And I do too. So you're speaking to two people who have been down that road and that path. And I'll tell you what, it is a superpower. Just like Sarah was talking about, I never knew I had it. I actually diagnosed myself in college when I was in a psychology class, and went to my professor, who was also my counselor at the time, and told her, okay, this is what's going on. And she said, you do have ADHD, and you just diagnosed yourself. And then she gave me some things that I could do, and maybe you could pass this on to your son. Now, I don't know if this will be allowed in the school or not, but I was in college, so it was a lot more lenient. You could bring things in, do what you want to do. You know, the professors didn't seem to mind too much. They weren't going to say anything because you're an adult. So I would bring in the newspaper, because this is what my counselor told me to do. Bring in a newspaper or something you want to look at. I'd be reading the sports section with my cup of, what are they, the cold mochas? I'd have those cold mochas going. I'd have like two on my desk. I'd be like looking through the paper, and all of a sudden I just raised my hand, and the professor would look really weird at me because I've been looking at a newspaper the whole time. I'm not paying attention, right? I was paying attention, because you can focus on two things at one time once you have your ADHD under control. You can focus on more, and sometimes that is good. You know, you hear people, I work better with music, right? That's that. That is what that is, and that is a superpower. So make sure he knows that, and he can do more than one thing at one time. Tune into both at the same time, and I know for sure that it can be done because I've done it. So yeah, Natalie, let him know that if he doesn't know that already. So that's amazing that he does have it. It's not a weakness; it is a superpower, just like Sarah said. So yeah, I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, and definitely don't be afraid to experiment and find things that work for him, because everybody who has this condition, the brain works a little differently. So, what works for one person may not work for him. So don't be afraid to try things out, and
Right.
just reassure him that trial and error is okay. And that if one thing doesn't work, or if he makes a mistake, that it's okay, keep moving, because he may potentially take those failures a little harder than most people would, just because rejection sensitivity, you do. It's just part of it.
Awesome. All right. So, Sarah, do you have anything coming up on your channel that you want to talk about, including the lives or?
I am going to do another live. I haven't exactly settled on a date or a topic as of right yet. When I do, I'll definitely drop it, and I'll drop it about a week beforehand, just so that if anybody wants to attend, they can. I'm going to be doing different days and times to see what winds up working. Obviously, it's going to wind up being on weekends, because that's generally when I have the best time to make these things. Got a couple of VRs that I'm going to be uploading soon, that because I enjoy doing tags and things like that. And I'm going to start branching out and bringing some more book stuff back into the chat, and some of my other favorite nerdy stuff is going to be coming in as well. Definitely be keeping an eye on that, and I'll be letting people know as I kind of figure out exactly what form that's going to take. But yeah, and hopefully a lot more regular content from me as well. I'm going to be trying for weekly, at least once a week upload.
Awesome. Awesome. And I know there are a couple other questions, guys, that we didn't get to. Um, just make sure you hit the bell notification so you can be here earlier. And we appreciate you being here. Sorry we didn't get to everybody, but there are readers all over YouTube. And what you guys can do, Swampy, I saw you and Geek Hillbilly, and I apologize. It's just that are on a time crunch today a little bit. And I myself, that's me, not Sarah as much. So, what you can do, go to my channel, and it says channels on it. Okay, hit that, and it'll show you all these people who do readings, and you can subscribe to their channel, hit the bell notification, and then that way you'll know when they're doing readings. I guarantee you can get into a reading, if you look hard enough in the next hour. There's thousands of readers on that can help you, and so I wanted to say that. And also, make sure that you subscribe and like to my channel, but Sarah's especially. So, moderators, if you can put hers in again, very important that you guys support her. I would really appreciate that. And For those of you who were not here in the beginning, I am going to be doing a culling tomorrow night. Yes, I will be selling some decks, and it's for a time when I will got financially um, struggled because of my mom's passing. I lost my job. It happens, right? But I have a lot of decks that just lay around. They're brand new. A lot of them have not even been shuffled. They've just been looked at a couple of times. So if you would like to come to that calling and support me, I would so appreciate that. That's tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So we will be doing that thing. All right. And I checked even with the rules of YouTube, and you can sell stuff on YouTube. So I'm excited, and especially in lives, they are promoting it. So you guys come. I only accept PayPal, but all that information is on my community tab. Go on the community tab as well and look, and it has all the decks already listed for you that I will be selling. So if you want to come in, get your deck, boom, there you go. So thank you guys so much. Sarah, anything that you wanted to add before we take off?
Um, Not much other than I just, really appreciate being on channel with you again. Thank you so much. Had a great time. I've had a great time reading for all of you. It was so nice to meet some new people. Great to read for all of you. Hopefully we can do this again sometime because I love doing this. I'm seriously thinking of moving into this professionally. So the more I can do, the better this is. And we got us honey.
Somebody
Aw,
else wanted to say hi before we take off.
yeah,
And
oh
Sarah, thank
sleepy
you so
baby.
much. Sarah, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate it. Sonny appreciates it. And put him back to sleep and or nap mode. Thank you guys, everybody who was in the chat and supporting and subscribing to me and Sarah. And I know some people were subscribing to Swampy. I saw that. So thank you guys. I hope you all have a blessed day, and we will see you soon. Okay.
That's
Bye bye,
later.
everybody.
Bye bye.